Tonight, after months without official repercussions, Baylor University is facing consequences for its sexual assault scandal. The Big 12 has now handed down sanctions against the university.
The conference will withhold 1/4 of future revenue due to its handling of sexual assaults within the athletic department. News 10's Rissa Shaw is live at Baylor. Rissa, last year, the Big 12 gave Baylor more than $30 million.
Yes, Tara, but a fourth of that may appear to be a big blow from the Big 12, but it probably won't make a big difference to Baylor, a school which sees more than $6 million in revenue a year. But alumni I spoke with say it's the message, not the money, that matters. The Big 12 took action against Baylor University Wednesday, 9 months after the sexual assault scandal broke. Board members voted unanimously to withhold 25% of future revenues from the university until it can prove it's in compliance with conference bylaws as well as Title IX. Big 12 Chairman David Boren says Baylor will pay for a third-party review, and by taking these actions, the board desires to ensure that the changes that were promised are actually made and that systems are in place to avoid future problems. These are the first sanctions Baylor has received since the Pepper Hamilton law firm found it had mishandled sexual assault cases for years, leading to the firing of head football coach Art Briles and the resignations of athletic director Ian McCaw and president Ken Starr. Baylor's interim president claimed to welcome the Big 12's oversight, saying, quote, "This third-party review at the request of the Big 12 Conference will provide an opportunity for us to demonstrate our progress to date and our ongoing commitment in establishing Baylor as a leading institution in athletics compliance and governance and for preventing and addressing sexual assaults on college campuses."
Not only the general public, the Big 12, Baylor Nation as a whole, we all want answers, and we hope they're forthcoming.
John Mabry, a member of the Baylor Line Foundation, says he supports greater transparency.
Still think they have a lot of work to do. So any outside influence, as long as it's done in a positive way, I think is a good thing.
The sanctions would mean a loss of about $8.5 million this year, but the university can get the money back by convincing the review board it's on the right track. Who will be in charge of that review is still unknown, but Big 12 officials told me today they want to have the selection and review process done quickly. Reporting live in Waco, Rissa Shaw, KWTX News 10.
Thank you, Rissa. Also at Baylor, a petition is circulating to make the university a sanctuary campus. So far, it's been signed by more than 1,000 students and alumni.
News 10's Aaron Zeller has more. So, Aaron, what are the petitioners hoping to accomplish?
Well, Tara and Gordon, they are trying to open up the conversation with Baylor interim president Garland and make sure undocumented and international students are safe from President Donald Trump's executive actions. In just 2 days, a petition has collected over 1,000 signatures from students and alumni in favor of making Baylor a safe place for immigrants.
But I think that sanctuary is a good step at making sure our students feel as if they're a part of the community.
They're asking Baylor leaders to declare the university a sanctuary campus, meaning undocumented students will not be prosecuted for violating immigration laws.
Sometimes we have to look at the person and just really see them as human and not by their legal status.
This comes in the wake of an executive order signed by President Donald Trump halting travel from several countries.
We're convinced at this moment we can't be silent. We have to say something.
Some Baylor students say the push for inclusion aligns with Baylor's mission as a Christian university.
We take seriously Baylor's own commitments to truth-telling and Christian hospitality and justice and reconciliation.
Others worry that creating a lenient place for undocumented people will pose safety issues.
I feel like it's almost like saying there are no penalties to breaking the law and that law enforcement will not be able to do their job.
Alum Zach Stover says there are bigger issues Baylor needs to prioritize.
Just really think first about their fellow neighbors that are here legally, all these American citizens, whether they are born here or immigrated here properly.
Baylor responded with a statement that reads in part, "The university is aware of the sanctuary petition and fully appreciates the strong support and encouragement of the campus community for our students and scholars who have been impacted by the recent executive order." The authors of the petition hope Baylor considers supporting all of their students, regardless of legal status.
And so the sanctuary at heart is a desire to come around, include, honor, and defend, when necessary, the vulnerable members of our population.
Garland has not said whether or not they will make any policy actions towards becoming a sanctuary campus, but students are still pushing to uphold their Christian values of inclusion as well as the universities. In the studio, Aaron Zeller, KWTX News 10.
Okay, thank you, Aaron.